Okay, so we've talked about fabric for regular underwear. What about fabric for period panties or period underwear? So those are underwear that have a built-in pad and they're reusable, so you just wash them and use them again. So I got into making pads after my first child was born, so that's like 11 years ago now. And I had some leftover fabric from that, so that's when I decided to experiment with period underwear. Um, there are three important components for period underwear in addition to your regular underwear fabrics. So those are some sort of waterproof layer, some sort of absorbent layer, and some sort of wicking layer. And I'll explain what each of them does. So this is PUL, which is commonly used in diaper making. It's a laminate. It's laminated onto some sort of knit fabric. It's got a bit of give. It's a really interesting fabric. So used very commonly in diaper cover fabrics for cloth diapers. You need that obviously to protect your clothes from leaking through. If you are just using it as backup or as a panty liner, then you could omit this part. But if you're actually really using the period panties to actually catch your period, then I would highly recommend you have some sort of waterproof barrier. Another idea would be to upcycle a raincoat, or if you have some Gore-Tex or waterproof breathable fabric around, you could use that. The important thing is to understand which way the vapor barrier goes. So for PUL, this shiny side, which is the laminate side, is the side you want to have towards whatever is getting wet. So this is, if you imagine this is used in a diaper cover, it's used with the shiny side in, and that stops the moisture from getting out. On the other hand, a Gore-Tex or a raincoat material is designed to stop the water from getting in. So, and actually a Gore-Tex or a like waterproof breathable membrane is designed to let your moisture go out through the fabric and not let water come back in. So in that case, you would want to make sure that it was flipped around so the waterproof side was actually towards you. So that's an important note. The next part is the absorbent layers, and this is pretty important. So this is Zorb, Z-O-R-B, which is some sort of high-tech material that absorbs a lot of moisture and holds a lot of moisture. It's a non-woven fabric. It's pretty easy to work with. It's like it almost feels like a felt. You have the option, so I have a kind of gusset piece cut out here. You have an option to add extra protection wherever you need it. You know you, so wherever you can want to add extra layers, you can add extra layers. Other materials you could use for an absorbent inner layer would be a bamboo fleece. Even you can upcycle towels. It's a good way of using up scraps. Some people even use like flannelette scraps, although they don't absorb water super fast. But it depends again, like what you're using it for. You need to just think about that. And I would just do some tests with some water. And also, when you're having your period, it doesn't gush out like a faucet, like a tap. So, it does have time to absorb that. So anyway, depending on what you're looking for, whether you're just looking for like backup might just be one layer pretty thin, or whether you're looking for a little bit more absorbency, you might have a couple of layers, or if it's overnight, you might even have, 3 layers. It's up to you. And then finally, here's the layer that goes next to your skin, and this is really important for your comfort. So this needs to be wicking, which means it pulls moisture away from you and pulls it into your absorbent layer. So this is a scrap of merino, which I'm going to use for this gusset. I've also, I have an old merino knit dress that I don't wear anymore, and I've been cutting that up to upcycle that to use for gussets and neck warmers and all kinds of things. So you can definitely upcycle for a lot of these period panty supplies. When you lay your fabrics out, you'll have the PUL on the bottom. Then your absorbent layer, or perhaps layers. And then your gusset, your wicking layer. And so you're kind of forming like a sandwich of fabrics there. And I'll go over how you would construct that in the other video. So I hope that's helped you.